One night back in the 70s, I was sitting there in the Holiday Inn lounge there on 50th Street in 6 Mile Creek. And there was these two hookers there sitting at the bar, and I heard them talking to each other. And I was just sitting there because they had free hors d'oeuvres during happy hour. As long as you were drinking, you could get some free chicken drumettes or some fried and breaded shrimp or these meatballs. They had all kinds of things that you got for free. So I was sitting there eating stuff off the free hors d'oeuvres and drinking and waiting on the entertainment to start because they had a two-man group that played there. It was a group. It was Greg and Mindy, and they played top 40 type music. But anyway, these two hookers were sitting there at the bar talking, and this one old hooker said to the other, she says, last night I picked up this old man. He's about 70 years old. And we went back to his room, and he went at it like a teenager. I mean, and he was good. It was the best time I've ever had. And I thought, man, this was so good. So I thought that I'd make him an offer. So I told him, I said, if you can do that again, I'll give you a freebie. And he says, okay, I can do it again. He says, but I need to take a 20-minute nap. And while I'm sleeping, I need you to hold my pecker. So I said, okay. And she says, 20 minutes later, he woke up. They started going at it. And again, he's just like a teenage boy, just as wild and agile. And he didn't act like no 70-year-old. And she says, he did me so good. She says, I made him the same offer again. And he says, well, yeah, I can do that, but I'm going to need another 20-minute nap. And while I'm asleep, I need you to hold my pecker. So I said, okay. So he fell asleep. I held his pecker. 20 minutes later, he woke back up again. And we went at it. And man, just like the other two times, he was just like a teenage boy. Just so much energy and so agile. It was the best time I ever had. So I made him the offer one more time, of course. And he says, yeah, I can do it. He says, but I need another 20-minute nap. And while I'm asleep, I need you to hold my pecker. And so I did. He slept, and 20 minutes later, he woke up. And we went at it again. And he was better than ever. And I got kind of curious, and I asked him, I said, I understand you needing that 20-minute nap. That kind of makes sense. But why do you need me to hold your pecker while you're asleep? He says, oh, that's simple. That's just so you don't try to steal my wallet. My name's Homer Knott from 6 Mile Creek in Tampa, Florida. If you like my jokes and stories, click like and subscribe.